that this inside and outside are separate. So they're still searching for the starting point in outer space, which they'll never find it. So basically my point is you are the entire screen and the consciousness itself. So you're already the point which is projecting the entire thing out, and you're looking for the point which is projecting the entirety. You're looking for the starting point to the universe. If you are projecting the entire universe, what are you searching for outside of you? Think of a virtual reality game. The headset is connected with the game itself, with the console or with the wireless connection. Somehow, the headset is connected to the bigger console. Picture us the same exact way. Our pineal glands are our antennas, our headsets, and we are connecting to this network outside of us we're calling consciousness. But we're operating on the same things. We're one consciousness. We're a single consciousness. Because we're all connected to the same network. But with that said, as long as we're zooming in and we feel this is the answer, we can't find the starting point in space exactly, so we need to create something that'll be able to zoom in further and zoom in further and further and further till we have such a clear picture and something so far away. Like, how much longer is the human race, basically, this is what I want to ask. How much longer are we going to keep doing this where we're just pushing the age back and back and back and back until we realize infinity? Age is finite. Time is finite. You're giving a birthing to a universe which is infinite. It has no starting point. It's not even physical. That's what they're not telling you people. You're connecting to a network. There is no physical universe outside of you. It doesn't exist. You eliminate your senses and the mind, and this entire universe goes with it because it's not physical. It's not here and it's not there. It's nowhere. That's what they're not telling people. There is no solid physical universe, and that's why the universe is infinite. There is no starting point where you can say the Big Bang came from here, it's this old, and this is what we are, but we're infinite. It doesn't work that way. So what we're trying to do is bring a finite understanding to this idea of infinity, and it does not work this way. You'll beat your brain against a wall trying to do it this way. You're trying to force a starting point, a beginning, an origin to infinity, which does not exist in infinity. Always has, always will be, always is. Basically, the truth has to be hidden because the truth is too massive for the average person to still be okay with functioning. They just told you your entire reality is an illusion, a dream. You're not even physical, nor is the universe. You think you're going to go want to pour a bowl of cereal and start your day? Are you going to be ready to go play your sports or go start your day as a normal person? Once they massively tell the people on a grand scale, life is a dream, an illusion, there is no base reality, there's no physical object, it's all a part of the mind. Anything you are experiencing is a part of the mind, including the very illusory body that you are housed in. This is a part of the mind. But they will tell you opposite. The mind lives in the body, when in fact the body lives in the mind. Just as I said, the virtual reality headset connects to the network. We're in a virtual skin, an artificial skin. This is an illusion. We are existent in the mind, in the game, because our headset, our antenna, our pineal gland is connected to the network. A singular network, which we call consciousness, and we operate off of. To experience the inside from the outside, you from me, above from below, creation from creator, mortal from immortal. That's everything and nothing in one. Some people think they're ready for what they call truth, but then once you find out there is no truth, then you're in a panic because you don't even know what it is you're searching for then. Some people call themselves truth seekers or truth this or truth that, and you're putting labels to what you are, but the truth is, there is no absolute truth. There is no truth at all. What you are searching for does not exist. Because you have yet to realize outside and inside is both you. So anything you can conceptualize is already you. Anything you're experiencing outside of you or looking for is already you. It's not separate. You don't have to catch it. That's the whole story of Alice in Wonderland. You do not have to catch the white rabbit. It is already you. The faster you chase it, the faster it evades you, because it is you. That's literally like a snake trying to bite its own tail. Only one where you can't. You're going around in a circle and you're trying to bite your own tail and you just can't catch it because, damn it, why not? Because you're not aware that's your own tail. It's you. That is your tail. It's already you. The only reason you're under the impression you can catch it is because you're not identifying as it. The moment you identify as what you are chasing, every single thing changes for you. Internally and externally. Because remember, the two are one. But the moment you break past your boundary, attachment, entitlement, you take back your full identity. Because as long as you're just a body, half of your identity is missing. And that is what you are searching for. And that is why we have an inside and outside, an external universe. We have the universe so we can view ourselves in this mirror and realize it is us. But there is no way to tell the mass of people overnight on their TVs that there is no physical universe, there is no physical earth, because the human brain would simply not comprehend what is being said. We're under the impression if I can touch something, it's physically here, it is real. But what we don't realize is these words we use are nothing but labels. And just because you label something real does not mean it's real. The only thing that makes it real is your mind. Your mind can paint the idea or picture of what is real. And on the contrary, you can create and paint the idea of what's fake, what's illusory, what's not real. But it's as I said, people would not be ready to wake up the next morning and eat their bowl of cereal and go to work and function if overnight just everyone found out all the illusions we're living through are not in fact what they are. And this is why this is basically the point of no return. Once you have seen through your illusion, your mind, your consciousness has now expanded beyond a depth you can ever go back to. So once you say goodbye to Kansas, you don't go back. You never can. Once you take the red pill, you cannot unknow. You cannot forget. And that is why some people absolutely will refuse this knowledge. They will absolutely call it the most devilish, demonic, satanic, evil thing. Even though I'm not speaking in terms of hate, there's nothing evil in what I've said because I have no intention of harming anyone, but this will be labeled as evil because you are simply attacking someone's illusion. And this is what we live through and see through, is illusion. So to experience death would be to experience your illusion collapsing before your very self. Death is not physical. As I said, the mind or the body exists inside of the mind. So when we die, we do not die as far as what the mind creates of us going nowhere. We become the phoenix, and the phoenix is reborn from its very own ashes, from its very own self. We are the marble and the chisel. We are the sculptor and what's being sculpted. We are creating ourselves. And that is why you have to feel the pain when you are transforming yourself, because you are the chisel and the hammer and the rock, the marble. You are chiseling your own self. So you have to experience the pain, the sadness, the depression, death, to have an understanding better of what you are. And everything I just named is what spirituality is about. Facing all the emotion which you most fear, or you most put off, you do not wish to seek control over. And those who lose control over the body become the very demons or monsters which we once fought in our heads. And since we couldn't control them in our minds and our heads, we became them outside of us. And this is why I say people who put these pictures up of demons and monsters and stuff, these are people who have not dealt with and handled their own demons and monsters. So what they're doing is they're bringing them outside of them for everyone else to have to face and handle and realize. They're spreading fear through their own fear because they are not facing their own demons. So they become the very demon. And I've said this in my other videos. This knowledge alone would overnight collapse every single religion, because they operate off of fear alone. They have you scared of God, and they have you scared of the devil. Now, if this is love and this is hate, why am I fearing both? Why? Something that is all loving wants me to fear it? Wants me to be terrified to my core of it? Does that sound like love? Did your parent want you to absolutely be terrified and feared or scared of them? Some of you may say yes, but I wouldn't call that 100% genuine love. That's bullying. I would consider that a bully. And that's what religion is doing. They are bullying people's minds. I should say they are bullying people's vulnerable minds, because these people in religion are most vulnerable because they're open to everything. Within reason. But they've been sold the image already. They've been sold the deity. And once you've been sold the deity, it comes with that fear. So once you've been sold the image, don't you dare go against it, because he's watching and he'll punish you. That fear is instilled in you. So your thinking and your consciousness, your awareness can only stretch as far as this created boundary, because you are living through fear, and fear cannot think outside of this. So you will never question what God is, who God is, am I God, because how dare you? Don't you dare. That's the number one sin to them. As Alan Watts said, how you handle fear is you walk straight through it. It doesn't matter what you are facing. Whether you are having trouble in the mind, trouble outside of you, realize your liberation awaits you on the other side of your fear. And not just your liberation, but